I gotta say though, also that motif, that is, oh god, I'm gonna hate myself in in editing. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I suck. That is a really damn interesting. It's a really damn interesting motif there. Phrase, musical phrase. It's really good. I don't know. I feel like... I don't know. Alright, so we have some flora, so I have to actually be paying attention. Oh, you know what that actually does mean? That does mean I can check the organic resources thing. This is literally the last place I thought I was going to be able to do this, but cool. I guess it is also possible that this is, you know... Sorry. I guess this is also a... It's an interesting thing when planets are, like, so far out. What's the temperature on this planet? Wait a minute. 9 degrees... Oh, why do you have a 9... Why do you have a nitrogen atmosphere? Bog bloom. Right, cosmetic. Okay. Cosmetic for the bog bloom. There are some unique ways that life could theoretically exist on planets. There is something interesting also about, like, the fact that, you know, knowing that our planet is, you know, or that, like, I don't know, there's a limited time on some things for a limited amount of time for people to for life to thrive. At some point the star is just going to explode or die out or whatever. Okay, so currently organic resources gathered 236. $237. Damn, okay. Oh my god. So I heard that the achievement was for I heard that the achievement was for 500 of the same resource. I don't know if that's true or not, but holy fuck. It might be a thing, because holy shit, yeah. I mean, I guess it just... There's a lot more organic resources about planets, usually. And there are some planets that just don't have organic... Or, I'm sorry, there's more inorganic resources, if I didn't mention... If I messed that up. Gosh. Oh yeah, the other complicated thing... Oh, what was I gonna say? I was gonna talk about Cyberpunk. well, I was gonna also say, for my setting, I want to have like a really, really in-depth character customizer, where that basically allows, also the Bog Bloom cosmetic is harvestable, requires water, which is on this planet, so that is something you can do. Cool. Alright, Hunter's Stock gets Sealant. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, okay. Just gonna run around until we find all the stuff. Might have to... maybe not. You should be able to find argon everywhere, but it's going to be a little harder to find as a collectible, or as a harvestable instead of a mineable resource, I guess? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so character customizer, where you can basically make anything, including like have a dragon as a playable race or something like that, and have it be this sort of modular thing. I really love the idea behind that. I really love the idea behind that. I need to really look. I need to study some things like that. It's also a matter of just being sure that that these things are scalable. Obviously, there might be like some limits I have to have, right? I'll admit. There's the... I'll admit. I would just love to have a panel at a furry convention and just be like, okay, so very literally, if you wanted to be a micro who literally smushes a planet, there is, you can make that character. Sorry. I'm just, it's like, not that I'm into that, but that seems like a really fun or hilarious idea. I don't know about that. I'm thinking actually like there might have to be a limit on like tiny. Like you're not gonna make microscopic life. You're not gonna make a microscopic character. It might be interesting, though, to have this sort of Titanic, or sort of, like, Titanic level of character. Although, you know what, it might be more of a thing of... And I guess we're just talking about this. I'll save Cyberpunk for later. Might be more interesting... Okay, so, like, Titanic life isn't necessarily a thing that you can play. But there would be a precedent for being able to make that character. At least as an NPC. And I guess, theoretically, maybe being able to play as a Titanic character. Although that'd be, like... Okay, so I'm thinking, like, in Xenoblade, like, what if you actually had the Mechonis and the Bionis as, like, a playable character, and then you had the rest of the party running around on one of them doing things? I don't know how that would work. But that sounds like that sounds like an interesting premise for a campaign. But you know, I think like, I don't know. I would think the smallest, I don't know. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of, like... What's... Also, sorry, okay, so Sealant... well, I don't know if that's harvestable yet, but we'll find out. I think we'll find out this scan. Oh, hell yes. Okay, the Sealant is also Oh, this is a cool planet. Damn. What was I gonna say? I'm just trying to think of, like... Alright, so in... D&D has an interesting armor system. Cyberpunk has a more realistic armor system. I don't think that Cyberpunk's armor system is super complicated, but it is something you have to keep a track of for quite a bit. I think that's probably, without having run a game of Cyberpunk Red, I think that is one of the problems it's going to have, is that, like, every time you take an attack, your armor's gonna go down, which means a lot of erasing marks on a character sheet. And things to remember. You know, which, is not bad, just not necessarily great. And then, like, you know, for, melee attacks, in D&D, for melee attacks, you have to, you know, you do a roll, and there's a number that you know you have to beat. There's one roll that the attacker has to make. Or maybe the defender has to make, in some cases. But in Cyberpunk, for melee attacks and some ranged attacks, there is a, you know, there's a, you have to, the defender and the attacker have to make rolls, and also, the number that is a success, not only is the number, for the attack roll, you know, not, fixed, but the, damage roll in Cyberpunk is also, you know, not only is it not fixed, but it's also, you know, it's also not fixed, and you can actually just do no damage in Cyberpunk, whereas in D&D, you're basically, as long as you hit, you always have a guaranteed 1 damage, you know, so, like, or maybe even guaranteed more damage, depending on, you know, what dice it is. We're gonna find Argon somewhere else. Oh, shit. Maybe we're not. Oh no, this is Argon. Cool. Alright, temperature is still 9 degrees, because going to the poles of the planet doesn't change the actual temperature of the planet. Sorry, that's also a thing I realize is a thing with this game, and it's like, no, what are you doing? But yeah, so there's a lot of things. I think that Cyberpunk and D&D, and trying to figure out ways to merge those two systems into a new system is definitely what I want to do. Mainly because I also am only one person with the... I don't know. Trying to keep in mind more than 2 different systems seems like a lot to me. I don't know. Till next time, have a good day, great day, even. Chowskis.